Methodology of mathematical modeling.
Hello everyone, welcome to Gift Tutorial. Today we're talking about the methodology of mathematical modeling. And what is methodology of mathematical modeling? It talks about the stages involved in modeling a mathematical model. So the first stage involved is observation stage. You have the observation stage, that's the first stage. The second stage is the hypothesis stage, and the last stage is validation stage. So that our observation stage, it involves rigorous collection of data. You collect your data and you consider the factors influencing that problem you're about to solve, that problem you're about to model. So you collect the data and you observe, you consider the factors affecting them. An example is talking about forming a mathematical model that has to do with the student performance in mathematics exam. You have to think through, what are these things affecting student performance in mathematics? It can be their IQ. I consider one of the factors with ability of the student. It's alphabet A. Ability of the student. A. That's my first factor I'm considering that is affecting the performance of the student. The second can be the financial capability of the student. So talking about the finance of the students, when the finance of the student is being affected, it affects the performance of such student. So let's call it finance of students, financial capability, and C. And let me say the performance of the students, which is the subject matter we're considering, is P. So basically, these are my factors I'm considering that is affecting the performance of the students. So this stage we consider factors. So I'm picking two factors for now. You can also think through to see what are those things that affect the performance of students in mathematics exam. So let's talk about the hypothesis stage. At this stage, we train the factors we train them mathematically, looking at the relations, how they relate with each other, and the subject matter. So let's see through this. Looking at this, there's a variation involved in this, because when the student is good, we've been able to carry our problem, to solve our problem, and convert it into mathematics. So at this point in stage, this is the hypothesis stage, whereby we start manipulating, converting, and also expressing our problem in mathematics, using concepts in mathematics. What concept we are involved in this? This is variation, the concept of variation in mathematics. So further rigorous expressions can be formed through this by using equations. Converting this to be P equals to K1A, let's call it first constant K1A, and P equals to K2C. So you consider, how does these two factors relate to each other? More other expressions can be developed. So let's move to the next stage. The next stage is validation stage. At this stage, we test rigorously our equation that is being formed. Test it if it can stand the test of time. When you see a new product in market, for example, a new phone, iPhone 13 or iPhone 15, just newly produced, that phone is not just released after production. No, they have to test it. If under some certain condition the phone will stop working, or we stop being what they've produced it to be. So there's a testing in mathematical modeling too. We have to test our model using various analysis. So the next video we are talking about what makes a model meaningful.